This is The Tribe on 99 FM.
Tribe on 99 FM.
Friday nights, the Tribe exclusives. And every single Friday, I tell you, this part of the show especially gets deeper. It gets bigger. Last week it was bossa. This week it's more soulful, if I can say that. It's 99 FM, the Tribe, respecting the soul. We can call it that session today. Because today in the studio with us is, you might have heard of her, might not have heard of her, but Daena Weeks is joining us. Welcome to 99 FM.
Thank you.
Yeah. You were playing a little bit for us. I think it's one of your songs from your album.
It's called The Sign.
The Sign. You were playing a bit for us off air, and I was deep. That was, I didn't expect that. Yeah. You blew me away, like, we said.
Mission accomplished.
Daena, tell us about yourself. Where do we know you from? How did the music bug bite you? Talk to us.
Okay, so let's see. I'm trying to think. One of the things that inspired me when I was a kid, like one of the most predominant memories that I have, was Richty's 90s top 40.
Richty's and the Richty's top 40.
Top 40, there we go.
Yeah.
So on Sundays, my parents would watch TV, and I would always sit in front of the TV, but at the stereo, with the headphones on, with my tape ready to record any song and every song that I
You
like.
and me both. We were, yep. Mm-hmm.
And that just got me, like, just hearing other artists' music and getting completely lost in it. It's like, it takes you to a completely different world. So I feel like I was always in this dreamy music state as a child.
Yeah.
And my parents just said to me, this is in your bones. Go get a guitar, get singing lessons that always tell me sing around at home.
Yeah.
So just exploring it as much as possible.
So how long have you been exploring it until, you finally found your niche, finally found your sound? How long did that process take?
It took, I would say, quite a while, actually, even though I started singing at a young age. So I did guitar lessons at the age of 14, and I started band with the College of the Arts at the age of 15. And we'd gig every now and then, but I really had bad stage fright. If I knew...
Seriously?
Really?
So hold on, let's put these two things together. So first you love singing,
Yes.
and it's in your bone, but then you couldn't perform on stage?
No, even when my parents would ask me, I'd feel vulnerable in a way. It's like,
yeah.
And also the fear of being judged. If you express yourself creatively and you're not sure of yourself yet, you do have that fear. Like, what if they don't like it? And then how am I going to feel about it?
Yeah.
And I would avoid live performances as much as possible. And then I moved to Cape Town, and I was like, okay,
this is it.
it's starting to scratch at the surface of my skin.
Yeah.
I need to start doing something. And I started pursuing more and more. Moved to Windhoek last year and have just been gigging almost once a week for the past year, and now I'm so excited to perform.
You can't wait to get on stage again. Yeah. Can you remember your first stage performance? Can you remember how that went?
Yes, I remember actually the very first one was at Sun City.
Wow, girl, you started big. You started way big. I mean, I think some of us only dream of performing in Sun City.
But this is like, I was 8 years old or something.
Oh, okay.
And they had some live band, and then they said afterwards, audience can come on stage, request a song with the band, and then sing.
Okay.
And I was obsessed with My Heart Will Go On by Celine Dion.
So you hit them with that one.
I hit it with that one.
That's pretty dope. That's cool.
But the first very serious one that I had, where I had really bad stage fright, because at that age I didn't really
feel
know
anything,
what stage fright was the scooter motocross concert. It was many years back. I think I was 16 or so 10 years ago.
Yeah.
They had it here, and they brought Scooter and Multisonus, one of my friend's bands, opened and said I can collaborate a song with them. So
you've been working on your debut album, or it's already completed. What was that process like? I mean, your first artistic piece now being given to the world.
Yes.
Yeah. How was that process? The beginning of it until the very end.
It's been like a roller coaster ride. It's so weird. Like, I started off, I knew I wanted to do it. I went in for the recording.
Yeah.
We did the process. We played around. It was about 3 weeks of experimenting and putting in different sounds and getting session musicians. And then it was done. I listened to it, and I got huge anxiety. It was like, it's done. It's the first album. Is it as good as it should be? You start really questioning the whole process. And then I just realized, yes, because throughout the 3 weeks, my heart and soul were completely in it. Why am I turning back now and worrying about it?
Yeah, and you felt complete in that moment.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it was my truest expression at the time, and now I'm absolutely excited.
Who did you work with for the album?
The producer was Joe Ellis. He's in Ladysmith, South Africa. Yeah, and I heard about him through Crimson Blues, and someone else had recorded with him and just said like he's a good producer for a good price, because producers can be quite expensive as well.
Yep.
And I felt like doing a little road trip for 3 weeks on my lonesome and going to Ladysmith.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So the album is out and it's available, or not yet?
Not yet. It's actually quite a touchy subject at the moment because we're having problems with the printers.
Yeah.
But I've just spoken to someone who's going to make a plan for
Make a way. Yes,
you got it. But hopefully by tomorrow it'll be online as well.
Yeah.
The CD is, I have the master, it's just the printing and the
collaborations. You've worked down in SA and collaborated with, of course, some big producers there. Have you collaborated with any other artists there, or do you plan on in future, perhaps here at home as well, maybe?
Here in South Africa I've collaborated with a few, but I feel like the most inspiring musicians I've collaborated come from here.
Yeah.
So Stephanus from Tonetic, Sakati Noisu, Christoph de Chavannes Frucht, Stefan Steen, who are also drummers and guitarists from here. Then I started a band with 2 girls as well.
Yeah.
It's a bassist and a drummer and myself, and they're also beautiful musicians. Shoshani.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't live collaborated with her, but we've had jam sessions at people's houses.
Yeah, of course, and that's music. That's still playing. That's still collaborating. That is.
And you got one of your own here that we just collaborated with.
My boy shines.
So I mean, that's where I feel the inspiration comes from, is from jamming with people and feeding off each other's musical energy. When you have that moment where you play with a group of people, there's no words being exchanged, but you're so in tune with each other, you feel high.
Yeah, like that's it. Like that's like, we are the ones who watch the jam session most of the time, and are very much affected as much as the artists are, because sometimes the jam session includes like you didn't know what you were bringing, but you're just hearing the melody, the tune, and you already know in your head what's going to go perfect in there, and you start jamming, and you just click, and you know that moment between those two artists, whatever's happening there. I'm actually getting goosebumps. That moment there, only they would know. Only the instruments talking to each other, that feeling, that energy. We just get affected by it just working through our systems. It's crazy.
Chemistry to the max.
Well, we're heading to the end of our interview, but I wanted to ask you, if you don't mind, do you mind blowing us away a little bit with your strings? Okay.
Let's go.
Day, come and rest your head upon my shoulder when your tongue is tied and your mouth is dry, and the attempt for words only makes you feel older. Just rest
Take a seat. That was lovely. Daena, thank you so much for taking us to a different place.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for coming, even. Thank you so much.
you,
Now you're gonna be featuring on the on the 99 FM a lot this week, so we're gonna get to know like a different parts of you all the time, constantly.
Yeah.
But whatever it is that you want, that's on your heart, that's in your head, that's giving you goosebumps, that's scratching. Take it. Just take it and do with it what you have to, because that's all you've got to guide you. Put it out there. It's what you got to guide you to go to wherever it is that you want to end up. So thank you so much for just bringing us music, man. Thank you for jamming with us.
Thank you for letting me share.
Yeah. Oh, don't forget, we got a date for our video shoot.
Yes,
so,
yeah. No, you're right.
There you have it. That's a wrap of our Tribe exclusive right here on 99 FM.
This is the Tribe on 99 FM.
Tribe on 99 FM.